Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be playtesting Electrical Luna. I feel like this card is super broken and it's probably single-handedly brought green back into the meta, so it'd be a shame if we didn't take advantage of that. Um, in light of the recent emergency ban list, I feel like yellow is of course going to be a bit weaker now, which means that NL is probably going to be more prominent, and this card does really well into NL. It also does really well into Lucy and a lot of yellow decks. So all in all, it's just such a good card. Um, and yeah, I was kind of hoping Holy would get banned as well, but I think we all knew Holy wasn't going to get banned. But at least the pair ban happened. I feel like that's still good. That was probably the only way I lost to yellow, so it's nice to see that that's gone. Um, also, I cooked this list up with the guys on Discord, so if you want a place to talk about Brook and the latest Brook tech, join my Discord. Everyone's super friendly and super helpful. I definitely wouldn't have been able to cook this list up without them. And finally, I'm going to start my ranked series probably tomorrow. All of these games were recorded on ranked, but now that rank's reset, I'm going to start the series officially. I think it'll be a lot of fun to see how high I can get, and I'm definitely going to aim for rank 1. So yeah, with that, let's get into the deck breakdown. Okay, so this is what we're playing today. I think I replaced the spoils with who's who. So maybe in one game you might see spoiled, but yeah, I replaced that card with who's who. I think this is just an answer to Holy. So yeah, with the addition of Morgans, we don't really struggle with decking out. So spoils isn't needed. So yeah, that might be something you guys notice in the videos. Just ignore it. We're playing who's who's now. Who's who? Yeah. So yeah, just to get into the deck, we're playing 4 Nami, of course, 1 Blocker Nami, 2 Usopp. This is all stuff I've played before, so I'll just speed over it quickly. 4 of the 2K Zoro, 2 of the Secret Luffy, and 1 Brook. I really like this ratio, and I feel like it's catching on. I see pretty much every list have the same ratio now, so yeah, feels pretty good. 3 Low Beppo. I think I wanted to cut this card because it's not great into NL, but it's so good into literally everything else that I had to keep it. So good into Lucy, so good into Yellow. So yeah, I think 3 Low Beppo is pretty good. 4 Sanji, 4 Chopper, 2 Zoro, 2 Morgans. I feel like this is pretty much fine. I used to play 3 and then I bumped it down to 2 to play 1 Robin, the 5 cost Robin. But I think 2 Morgans it's fine. I think we have better cards to run now, so we needed the space for something else. We play 4 Who's Who. This is basically just to pop the Holy, but it's also a 2K. So yeah, I still haven't really tested this card much, but a lot of the guys on Discord said it was really good. So I'm looking forward to testing it. I dropped Pirate Docking 6 down to 3. Honestly, 4 is just too bricky. I think Pirate Docking 6 at 3 is perfect. I haven't missed him at all. The reason I play him at 3 is because after my 5 Don play or 6 Don play, I pretty much never want to see him again. Like, I'm not really looking to play him in my late game turns. And so he ends up just being a brick in my hand. So I think 3 feels super, super good. It feels super consistent. I can normally hard search it with the Nami or Chopper. And then Docking 6 can help me find my Nami. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with 3. Try it out for yourself. Let me know how it feels. I know a lot of people love this card at 4, but I think 3 genuinely feels really good. And I play tested it quite a bit. We're playing 4 of the Luffy, Nightmare Luffy, and 4 of the Nami, of course. We're playing 2 DMG, and now the main part of this video, or the main reason I'm making this video, is 4 Electrical Luna. I think this card is crazy strong. It's strong for 2 reasons. One is because most decks aren't playing cards bigger than 7 right now, so it can basically freeze your opponent's entire board. Second is the trigger is actually really good. It can really surprise your opponent if they're going for game, for example, or you can even just rest one of your opponent's cards if you know you're going to Electrical Luna next turn. So yeah, I think this card is crazy strong. Highly recommend trying out 4. And yeah, with that, let's get into the games. Okay, so getting into game 1. I haven't played against Blackbeard yet on my channel, but I have got comments about him a few times now. And so I want to show you guys how I play this matchup. Basically, against Blackbeard, I like to starve him. I've played against this leader maybe 3 times, so not the most practice, but every time I starved him and I won all 3 games. So I'll show you what that looks like. We open with the Zoro blocker. Really, really strong card in this matchup. He opens with a 5 swing. We just take that, build cards in hand. We're trying to starve him, so it's really good that we have resources. And so already our plan is going to start from this turn. So we play the Nami blocker to rest both of his cards. As you'll see here. So I'm going to rest both of his cards, and now we're going to clear both of his threats while developing our Nami. So really nice turn. We swing with the Zoro blocker. Probably not many games where you see that. And now he swings into it, so like technically it blocks for us, right? So we got a lot of value out of that Zoro blocker. He has to swing into Zoro there because Zoro is really strong into his deck, obviously. Protects our board from his KOing stuff. So yeah, makes sense why he swings. And then here, this is kind of like the heart and soul of the deck, I guess, right? It's this 4 cost. This is how they win games, I guess. I'm not the biggest Blackbeard player. I'm not going to claim to know this deck that well, but this is kind of what it seems like. Honestly, it seems like Blackbeard is super, super hard to pilot, and so you probably won't play against many good Blackbeards. Like, this was a ranked game. This guy was probably like 2 million berries. I might add a screenshot after, maybe. But yeah, this was a ranked game, so it's not like these are like new players. And so yeah, here we're just going to develop our Luffy because we don't really care about the 4 Don restarts. We don't really care that he's Black Hole Dust. We just need to develop a card that can swing into him. That's kind of how you have to play this matchup, is just develop your cards like Nightmare Luffy, Secret Rare Luffy, just by playing them from hand. You don't need to play off Nami. And so already you see here, by not swinging into his face, which I haven't done the whole game, he only has 2 cards in hand now. And now we're going to DMG super aggressively and rest both his cards, and we're going to swing into both of his cards. And now all of a sudden, it's like he has 5 life. We haven't swung into face 1 time. But it definitely does not feel like we're losing, right? And here, this is the new tech card, which I really want to show you guys, Electrical Luna. Really, really strong card. Really, really strong card. We also, just to note, we don't swing into face again because we're starving him. But yeah, this Electrical Luna card, it's insane. It's so strong. Definitely going to be playing a 4 of. I think this card is single-handedly why Green's making a comeback in the meta. So I think we need to take advantage of that as well by playing 4 of it. I think this is why Mihawk's coming back and why Red Green Luffy's coming back. Yeah. So definitely need to play this card. Here you can see he has 0 cards in hand. So now he either needs to leader effect us or he needs to play a card. He can't do both anymore. So you just like compare this to how you play against Blackbeard if you're struggling against him, and like hopefully this game state looks a lot more manageable compared to how you guys maybe struggle against him. Because I have gotten a lot of comments about Blackbeard and I never really tested into him, so I was curious to see how it'd go. But this looks super manageable, so try it out for yourself if you're struggling into Blackbeard and let me know how it goes. This is also something which you probably haven't seen ever, is I'm going to swing with this Nami. Genuinely, I've never swung with Nami before, so I forgot how to do math. Like, it took me forever to do 2 + 6. It just felt so wrong. Fortunately, we figured it out in the end, so we got the swing through. But yeah, that swing felt so wrong. But in the moment, it felt like the best thing to do. I also cut out a lot of the dead space, so these videos are more enjoyable for you guys to watch. But I did spend quite a lot of time thinking about that turn. And so yeah, at this point, the game should kind of feel more like chess. Like it's like a turn-based thing where like there's not much randomness, there's not much RNG. You should basically play game states like this by thinking ahead. So it's like, okay, I'm going to swing into his board, then his turn, he's going to swing into my board, and then my turn, I'll do this. And it's very easy to think ahead because there's really not much randomness, right? And so yeah, here he's just trying to cycle through his deck. I think he's probably going to look for the 10 costs, I'd assume. Honestly, Blackbeard looks like a really hard deck to pilot, so I don't really want to comment too much on what he's trying to do because I honestly don't even know. I'm just going to assume he's looking for the 10 cost. And yeah, so here he clears my board. But the whole point of this game plan is to starve him so he can't leader effect us. So you can see he can't leader effect us anymore. And all of a sudden, when he doesn't black hole us, the game is so easy. Like, this deck is so bad when he can't get off his effect. And so yeah, here Like we have 10 done, we have Lord Beppo in hand, and he hasn't black holed us. So we can play Lord Beppo, we can become a 7k leader, and we can swing into the card that lets him draw. That's really important to get rid of that card. And you can see we're milling our deck throughout the whole game, so we are getting closer to our own leader effect. And the reason the staff strategy works so well into Blackbeard is because Blackbeard is a very slow leader. You can see we're still on 3 life, right? Even though we're not swinging into his face, he's also not able to swing into ours. So yeah, Blackbeard is a very slow leader. He's a very control-oriented leader. So we shouldn't struggle into decks like that on paper. Like we should only struggle into aggression. Like I said, this is my 3rd time now playing this strategy, and I've won all 3 games super convincingly. I know that's not a massive sample size, and I also know Blackbeard's a super hard leader to play, so I could have also just been farming like bad players. But this guy's 2 billion berries, right? Like he is like I don't know if that's good or bad. I think that's pretty good. I don't know how. Like yeah, it's hard to tell, but I'm pretty sure 2 billion is pretty good. If like the top 100 is like 400 billion plus, right? 4 billion plus. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But I'm just gonna assume 2 billion's good. You guys can let me know in the comments. Yeah. So he's obviously struggling quite a lot. Here we play a second DMG to do the same thing. Like we're only DMGing to get board control. We don't actually care about going for his life. And so that's all we're doing. We're just going for board control. So the reason why we can play like this is because Brook is a deck which can OTK you if you're not careful. In fact, to OTK someone with 0 cards in hand, and no triggers and no Don active and no blockers, all you need is 1 Secret Rare Luffy, 1 Nightmare Luffy, and your leader. Because you swing 5 with leader, you double swing with Nightmare with Secret Rare Luffy, and then you can swing for the last life with Nightmare Luffy, and it's a guaranteed win. Again, assuming there's like no blockers, no triggers, no events, blah blah blah. So you can genuinely OTK someone with just 2 cards on board and your leader effect. So yeah, like at this point, I was wondering if I maybe over committed to playing passive by clearing his board, because now he gets 2 of this card, which is how they win games, I'm pretty sure. So I was kind of doubting myself here. I actually think it's okay. We're gonna start putting pressure on him now, right? Because we have a nice board, and like he only has 3 cards in hand. So now we're gonna put him on a big timer here. We're basically gonna try to do as much damage as possible in 1 turn. You have to keep in mind we're black hold. So our on play effects on active right now. I actually didn't realize that in the game, but luckily for the sake of the video, I didn't mess up. Luckily, I was so close to not realizing he leader affected me. So yeah, now we're just gonna try inflict as many points of damage as possible. That's why we open with the Luffy swing, because we really want that swing to connect. And yeah, we're just trying to basically get him down to 1 life, as close to 1 life as possible. So yeah, we basically killed him in 2 turns, right? Like even though we didn't swing the whole game, it made no difference because in 1 turn we just did 4 damage. And so now we're basically giving him 1 turn to play the game, right? Because we starved him the whole game, and now he has 1 turn to play the game. This is the first turn he's genuinely seen cards in hand, right? So he has 10 done to play the whole game, and then after that we're going to win. So here, the only way he can win this game is if he sees double black hole, I think, because then he can pop both my blockers and swing 7k into face, and I think I just lose. But yeah, like what are the chances of him seeing that, right? Like, I think this is kind of how I like to play the game. Is basically just maximizing my probability of winning, and then if I lose anyways, then it's like, it is what it is. I just got unlucky. But I think the way I see a lot of people play Brook is that they just 50-50 it. Like they just play the same thing every game, and then some games they win, some games they lose. You don't really want to play like that. Like, you'd obviously want to try and maximize your chance of winning. That's very obvious, but yeah. It's so yeah, right now his only way of winning is double black hole, I'm pretty sure. So the likelihood of him seeing both of them is pretty low. So I feel pretty good right now. Also, Electrical Luna can trigger and rest one of his cards. So we can also still win like that. If he did have double black hole. So Electrical Luna has a really strong trigger effect and has a really strong main effect, and we play 4 of them. So definitely play 4 of that card going forward. It's so good into Enel, it's so good into Lucy, it's so good into pretty much everything right now. Yeah, the alternative is to play the strong event, the strong Luffy event. Uh, I know you're strong or something like that. The argument for that card is that it's a 3K counter. It's searchable, and it still kind of does the job. Like it freezes two targets for the same amount of Don. But I actually think Luna is more important because Luna can also freeze the smaller bodies like Cavendish or like in NL, the small guys. The reason that's important is because it stops them from chipping away at your hand. Nothing is more annoying than when our opponent just swings a bunch of 7Ks into us and we have to keep giving them cards in hand. That's how we lose the game. Um, and so Electrical Luna really helps avoid that scenario. And yeah, at this point we just win the game, of course. Like we've stalled till our leader effect turn, and so now at this point there's really not much for him to do. He left 4 Don active, but I don't think this deck plays any counter events. I could be wrong. Uh, yeah, I really don't know much about Blackbeard. I get this one guy in my YouTube recommended who one tricks this deck. I wish I could remember his name. So I've watched a couple of his videos. But honestly, this leader, I don't understand how it works. I don't understand how they win games. I feel like if I played Blackbeard, I'd lose every single game. So fair play to anyone who can make it work. We're kind of doing the same thing by playing Brook. Like, Brook is very similar. He's a very hard leader to play. I think both of these decks, you just have to one-trick them. Like, that's the only way. Um, and you just need to learn every single matchup. So yeah, like for example, this matchup we play very differently. It felt very easy. I'm very curious to see what you guys think. If this strategy is viable, try it out for yourself. Let me know. Maybe I just got unlucky and I played into 3 bad Blackbeards back to back to back. But yeah, this game from start to finish was very easy. I was never in any danger. Only till the end, he needs to see 2 black holes. He didn't have a single one. So I mean, yeah, I feel like it's pretty controlled game start to finish. Hopefully that helps you play against Blackbeard. Try it out for yourself. Let me know. And yeah, let's get on to game 2. Okay, so we're playing against Nami. So here you can see he's like 2.2 billion berries. Yeah, this is before ranked reset, so I wanted to try and get some good testing in with Electrical Luna to show you guys that it's actually relevant. Um, and I'm going to start my ranked series now. So the ranks reset. I'm going to try go for rank 1 with Brook. I've been winning almost all of my ranked games just from this testing phase yesterday and today. So I feel pretty confident. I think Brook is in a really good spot. Yellow getting nerfed makes it so much easier to go for game against them. And we've teched in cards now for NL, so that matchup feels, I wouldn't say it's winning, but at least it's playable now. Like if we see our curve, we actually should win. But that's if we see our curve. And I will definitely make a video on that NL matchup as soon as I record some good games into him. So yeah, getting into this game, we're on 4 Don. We know that on his 5 Don play, he will play the burn Nami, right? Like that's kind of the assumption I make playing against this deck. But to be honest, he hasn't opened Young Girl, so already I think we should just win. The reason I say that is because Nami going first without Young Girl is so cooked for her leader effect. Like she will never, like she'll really struggle to get that rested on, right? Like the 5 cost Nami does give her the rested on, but then if she wants to play Robin on 7, it's a bit cooked. So here we play the Chopper and the Zoro, and the reason I wanted to play, the reason I don't pop Chopper, sorry, is because again in this matchup we don't have to, and so here I'm going to give him a 2K. So again, into yellow, always counter out of the 1 card swings and take the 2 card swings, you know? So that was a 1 card counter, so I could counter out of it easily. If she swung 7, I would have blocked with the Zoro. Like if she had a young girl on the board, for example, and she swings 7, I would block that swing with the Zoro. But here we force out the leader effect, and we're in a very, very comfortable position. We see 2 Namis in hand, so that means these choppers, this is why you don't pop Chopper, because now we can make a much more informed decision on what card to take, you know? So we're going to take a 2K because we already see our double Nami play, so we don't need to take Namis anymore. And actually, a misplay on my part, if you want to call it a misplay, yeah, maybe it is a misplay. I should have searched with Nami first and then popped the chopper because the chopper search is guaranteed, whereas Nami is your top five or top four, or top five, I don't know. So yeah. Either way, I get two 2Ks in the end, and now I'm going to play um Docking Six. Um I think if I had blocked, if he swung 7K and I blocked it with Zoro, I probably would have got another Zoro from this Docking 6. But instead, we're going to go Chopper and we're going to get an Usopp to hand. So now we're just adding more dimension to our hand, right? Like now we have more plays for late game. Uh, that's kind of how I see that search. It's kind of like your tech card, if you want to think of it like that. We have enough 2Ks in hand now, so we don't need to take another 2K. But it's super, super important to search for these 2Ks. Like they will win and lose games for you. Uh, you need to always have counter in hand, always. So yeah, here you can see exactly what I was talking about. He's playing his perfect curve, but because he doesn't have the girl on board, uh, he can't use his leader effect. So it's a bit cooked for him, right? Like he actually has to give me so many cards. Um, I actually think this was a pretty good game, so I'm pretty happy to show you guys this one. Um, I don't think my opponent low rolled or misplayed too much. I think not opening Jungle was pretty much it. But that's the trade off when you play Nami. You don't play many, like, you only play the event searcher, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, not seeing your cards is part of the deck. We shouldn't really have that problem. Brook is a very consistent deck. Uh, there are definitely games where I don't see my cards, don't get me wrong, but not very often. Um, so yeah, he's basically played his perfect curve. Um, and we've played our perfect curve, so no complaints. I think this is a good game to show you guys because both decks are pretty happy. Um, and yeah, I think here I'm debating whether to block or 2K. Um, the reason I decided to block is because I need to free up board space for my next Nami play. Um, Otherwise, I would have had to play over my Zoro anyways. So keep that in mind. I've definitely made that mistake before, and I'm sure a lot of people watching this have as well. Uh, a deck like this, you know, you play two cards with Docking Six, you play two cards with Nami. You can very easily overcrowd your board. So just keep that in mind. Um, and so now we're definitely going to play our second Nami play. Uh, Already Electrical Luna in hand gives us so much comfort. It's like such a big crutch because we know we can basically freeze his entire board except the Gecko Moria. Um, so it's just so nice to just have one in hand. You know, like you can just pick a turn where you want to play it. There's no like fixed rule. You can just play the Secret Rare Luffy off the Nami and then resign 4 Dawn and then use that 4 Dawn to Electrical Luna. Such a strong combo. It extends your game so well. And it also stops them from being able to swing back into your Secret Rare Luffy. So, yeah, very happy with 4 Luna. I hope these games like show you how strong Luna is. Like even if I don't play it, just having it in hand is so nice. It gives our deck so much more depth. We have so many different lines we can play now. Here we can play Usopp. We can play the Nami. Like we're obviously going to play the Nami, but yeah, like there's many things you can do with this deck. Like actually, like another combo, for example, is if that Gekamura was a 7 cost, say you're playing against like Enel or Lucy, and we don't have Nami in hand, we could DMG to rest the 2 active cards, and then we can Electrical Luna his entire board. So that way we can freeze his entire board. So yeah, there's like a lot of different lines we can take with this deck. This is of course the strongest line because we see a second Nami in hand. Yeah, Nami into Secret Rare Luffy is so crazy, man. 8 Dawn, you get 4 of them back, and now you have a 7k double attack rush. Yeah, crazy. And you develop 2 cards. So for 4 Dawn, you basically get a 6k, a 7k double attack with rush. So strong. Like, I think my point, or the reason I wanted to make this channel in the first place, is to show people that Brook isn't just cope. Like, this deck actually is very strong. And we don't just have to get lucky to win games. Like, we should win games convincingly. Nami is probably the best deck in format next to NL, and you can see how comfortable this matchup is. Like, at no point in this game did I feel like I was losing. Genuinely at no point. And now that Rayquaza's gone, the luck factor of him triggering triggering Borsalino, that doesn't exist anymore. The only time I lost to Nami was when they got that Borsalino trigger. So with that gone, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what my win rate against this deck is. It's gonna be really embarrassing if I start losing every game to Nami after saying all of this. So, yeah. Here he gets the Perona trigger. Of course, we swing with Luffy first. One, to get the double attack in, and two, because that Perona can only freeze our Luffy. The Namis might be 6,000 power, but they are 8 cost, so she can't like freeze the Namis. It feels really wrong, her not being able to freeze a 6,000 power card. So yeah, here again, at no point do we ever commit our Don to the swings, because we want to set up a defensive play. So here we could have Electrical Luna. We're obviously going to play the Usopp instead, but Luna would have worked nicely as well. So yeah, he does get another trigger. I wouldn't say this guy low rolled at any point. You guys can let me know what you think. I feel like Nami should be pretty happy with how her game went. She saw Nami on 5. She saw Robin on 7. She saw Moria on 9, I guess. And she got 2 triggers. So yeah, I feel like Nami shouldn't complain about this game, right? Like, this just proves our deck wins, hopefully. Young Girl would have made the game a lot harder, to be fair. Not a lot harder, but it would have made the game harder. Like, you can see even here, for example, this guy doesn't have well, sorry, not here, but just in general, throughout this game, this guy's not been able to use his Nami leader effect to become a 7k as much as he would have liked. So yeah, would have made the game a bit longer for sure. Anyways, here we're just countering out all these swings. We're not giving him any chance of winning. 0 chance. We blocked the first swing with Usopp. We got so much value out of it. We froze his 2 big swings. Now he has to commit Don. He's obviously going to pivot to clearing our board, but we had to counter out those 7k swings. So yeah, this was unavoidable, because otherwise he could have actually won the game there. We were pretty low on counter and we were tapped out. Yeah, here I'm saying that him not being able to get Rayquaza, like, do you guys remember that game where I posted against, it was my Nami video where I had to calculate the Rayquaza trigger, and so I had to hold on to my DMG. But now that that's gone, I don't have to calculate that. I can just rest the one Borsalino blocker and start swinging. I think actually this guy mentioned that he can still trigger a blocker with Gecko Moria. But I don't think he had any. I don't think he had any blockers in Trash. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyways, yeah, I didn't actually know that, to be fair. But yeah, we're very, very happy this game. At no point, start to finish, did we struggle. And by the way, just in case for whatever reason we can't go for game here, we can just Electrical Luna his entire board, and then he has no way of going for game. Like, even if he somehow burns, I think his only way of burning our life is Katakuri, I think. And so he can only swing 7k with lead, and we can counter that. So I feel like, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure, even if for whatever reason we don't go for game here, if we Electrical Luna, we should still be able to survive another turn. And so yeah, literally from start to finish, at no point were we in trouble. Electrical Luna just gives you such a crutch to rely on if for whatever reason you can't go for game. It's so strong into the meta right now. It completely destroys Enel and Lucy, and it does really well into yellow as well. Like, the only card on his board right now is Gecko Moria that can't be frozen. So yeah, of course I just opt to go for game. You could argue it's a bit risky. Like, I probably should have Electrical Luna, stalled the game another turn, and then gone for game. But I was pretty confident I had game there. Like pretty confident. I think if I didn't have game there, I just got really unlucky, you know? But yeah, I mean, depends how safe you want to play it. I am a pretty safe player, to be fair, so this was not very characteristic of me. But yeah, good games, good games. Okay, so we're playing against Bell Luffy. This is a very strong matchup for Brook, so we should feel pretty comfortable. Um, and with Electrical Luna, it's even better for us now. So we're really happy against this deck, especially going first. We're going to open with the Nami and we're going to get the Docking 6. So any deck where we can just play on ideal curve is really good for us. So Bell Luffy is a deck where we can play Docking 6 into Nightmare Luffy into Nami. So we're really happy. Certain matchups you have to adapt for. This is not one of them. Two things there. One, with the Searcher Nami, it's important to keep track of what you bottom deck because you will draw those cards. And with the Chopper, you don't have to pop in this matchup because they don't have an easy way of getting rid of it. So by delaying your Chopper pop, you're just getting rid of the chance of accidentally seeing duplicates. Like you pop the Chopper, you get a card to hand, and then you accidentally draw it. Like that would be really sad. So at least this way, you're avoiding that scenario. Also, we countered quite aggressively there. We didn't take the 5k swing. There's a couple of reasons for that. One is because into yellow, they can burn your life. So you have to account for that when countering. Two, we already see our perfect curve in hand. So we're not fishing for anything. So we don't need to give him that free 5k swing because we know bigger swings are going to come. And we know in this matchup, both sides are pretty much just going to be hitting face. So yeah, staying healthy is important. Yeah, we see our perfect curve now. We're not fishing for anything. We know he's going to swing big, but he's going to start swinging 7Ks into our face. So again, he swings 5K. Again, we're not going to give him the 5K swing because we know a 7K swing's coming. So we're staying super healthy. Into a deck like Bell Luffy, which is super aggressive, that's really important. Don't give him the 5K swings. Only take the 7K swings. Don't take the 1 card swing. So if you swing 6K and you have a 2K, you can do that as well. But if you have to give 2 cards, then just take the swing. So yeah, now we're on 3 life. We're super healthy, and we're about to drop the Nightmare Luffy. Playing Nightmare Luffy and having 3 life is just so beautiful. You become a 7k leader so early. You still have so much life. It just makes it impossible for them to try and kill us. Because if he wants to play his curve, then he can't swing into us, you know? So yeah, it's just becoming a 7k leader is so broken. Like this deck is so strong. What is he supposed to do now? Like not play his cards? Yeah, so he plays Robin. He actually low rolled here, unfortunately. He doesn't get to play the Rush Luffy, which is what he should be playing here, right? Like he should be playing the Rush Luffy. Which kind of sucks. Like I definitely would have loved to see the Rush Luffy here just because it's makes the game better quality. I still decided to post this because ultimately I don't think it would have made any difference. I think the game was super comfortable start to finish, so I wanted to show you guys that. And also these were all ranked games, so these are all against good opponents, right? Like all of these games were around like 2 billion berries, I want to say. So yeah. I will be starting my rank series, by the way, now that rank's reset. So I'm going to be recording those games. This was just some testing that I was doing with this new deck list I want to show you. I want to show you guys Electrical Luna. And just give you the most updated deck list so that when you guys buy your cards, like you're buying the most updated list. This is a list that I didn't come up with on my own. Everyone on the Discord was cooking all of yesterday, and yeah, we're all running different variations of like similar lists. You know, it's all personal preference, but a couple of these tech cards are super strong, and they make our matchups into Lucy and NL a lot more favored. And so yeah, we're getting on to our first Nami play now. You can see with Electrical Luna in hand, we're really just never in any danger. Like we can at any point in this game extend the game by 1 turn because we can just freeze his entire board. And so we've played our perfect curve. We played Nami, we played Chopper, we played Docking 6, we played Nightmare Luffy, then we played Nami into Secret Rare Luffy. So this is our deck at full power, basically. Very, very hard to lose when you can play like this. And yeah, even if he had the Rush Luffy, I don't think it would have made any difference, to be honest. Like I don't see how that card makes any difference. I think we would have just won the game on like 0 life or 1 life instead. Probably 0 life. We'd have won the game on like 0 life, but I think we'd still win the game. And so yeah, here we're just trying to We open with the Luffy swing because we want that swing to connect, of course, double hit. Um, Yellow not being able to do the Rayquaza loop anymore is so nice. It's so nice. Like there's no more RNG. Honestly, I'm not even the biggest hater of Yellow right now. I feel like I'd much rather Yellow be like this than what it used to be. Like right now, to me, Yellow is just life burn and healing. That's what Yellow does. Whereas back in the day, when Yellow was just triggering bodies from life, it was so frustrating to play against. Like not being able to swing your opponent's life is just horrible. Like gambling every time you swing into their life. So I'm a much bigger fan of this version of Yellow, where it's not about triggers in life, but about healing and burning my life. I think that's a lot easier to play around. Like for example, this game I countered really aggressively. He didn't burn my life, but yeah, I countered really aggressively. I'm swinging really aggressively. Uh, so there are ways to play around it. Whereas triggers from life, like I don't know, there's only so much you can do. So yeah, here you can see the advantage of being a 7k leader. We can just drop our whole hand. It's very hard for him to connect any of these swings. And this is why I'm saying that even with the Rush Luffy, we would have been quite comfortable. Also, we have Electrical Luna in hand, so we could just rest this entire board. Um, so yeah, here I'm keeping the Brook in hand because I'm thinking about going for game now. And so if he plays the Borsalino, I can just Brook it. So there it is. There's the Borsalino. That's why keeping Brook in hand is really important. I think he's just cooked now, right? Like he passes with 2-don active. So here, you guys can pause the game and see if you can go for lethal here, because I'm pretty sure I could go for lethal here. I opt not to in the end because there's a chance he can trigger the Robin blocker, and then that would be really annoying. So instead, I just opt to go for the highest win game or highest probability of me winning play, which is to extend the game another turn and just get all of his resources this turn. So I start with a 7k swing. Now he has to give me 2 cards or he has to give me a rifle. He gives me 2 cards. And then we go with the 5k swing. So again, he's not going to let this swing connect. So he has to give me a card. But every time a card comes out of his hand, it increases the likelihood of our Secret Rare Luffy swing connecting. It's pretty bad if he just gives us these open swings, because then we can just pivot to swinging with Nightmare Luffy instead of the Secret Rare Luffy. So we're just trying to get all the cards out of his hand without actually committing to game, because we have Electrical Luna in hand. So we can just Electrical Luna, and then we guaranteed don't lose on the swing back. And then we have, unless he goes double Borsalino, we should have a guaranteed game. Double Borsalino can make it a bit complicated because then they can also trigger the Robin blocker from life. So you have to consider these things. Like for sure, I could have gone for lethal this turn, and for sure it probably would have connected. But I just personally, it's just like my playstyle. I prefer playing a very controlled playstyle, and if I can extend the game, I will, just to maximize my chance of winning. So here we get the first rifle. I'm just playing under the assumption that he has 2. He could just be bluffing, right? Or he could be playing around DMG. But yeah, you can't risk it. Like losing from such a winning position would feel really bad just because we rushed our lethal, because our opponent got a lucky trigger. I think I just have PTSD because I lost so many games to the beige trigger back in the day. I don't know if you guys played against that. Honestly, every time I make a video playing against a yellow leader, I bring it up. Like that was so infuriating to lose those games. And so now against yellow, I just play super cautious, because if I lose to a lucky trigger, I just get so sad. So yeah, here we're just most likely going to. Honestly, here I could even just Electrical Luna now and pass. I don't even have to pop the Brook. I think that's probably the better play. But I decided to pop the Brook and just take that last life now while I can. Or I get both the cards in his hand, but that would be really stupid. I'm sure he'll just take the life. And it's not a trigger, and now I just freeze the whole board, and Now my leader effect's in range, so I pretty much have a guaranteed lethal next turn. Um, so yeah, I'm pretty sure this turn I could have gone for lethal. I completely agree. Uh, I just think this play has a higher percentage of me winning. Because now the only way he can actually extend the game is to play double Borsalino. Like he has to see double Borsalino. It's similar to the Blackbeard game, right? Like he had to see double Black Hole. So I'm just making it super, super unlikely for my opponent to win the game. Like they have to get super lucky. Um, and yeah, this is how I play against Bell Luffy. Like as you can see, I still had 2 life. So even if he did get the Rush Luffy off Robin, I think I would have won. I had 4 2Ks in hand. I had a DMG in life and a blocker Zoro. Like, uh, I think it would have been really unlikely for me to lose this game, even if he saw his perfect curve. And so that's why I thought it's still worth posting. But yeah, I wasn't happy when he didn't play the Rush Luffy because definitely lowers the quality of the game. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed those games. Just some closing thoughts. I feel like Electro Luna is definitely staying in the deck. It's super strong, and I'm probably going to keep it at 4, just because it's not searchable. And at 4, you will probably see at least one a game. I think honestly, everything feels pretty good now except the NL matchup. That still feels maybe an NL favored. But these cards help a lot. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I definitely want to post a video on NL soon. I will be starting my rank series though, now that rank's reset. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. All of the games I played today were ranked, by the way. It was just based on my old rank. I played Mihawk OP14, so I think I grinded to like 1.5 billion berries or something like that. I don't know. I think these games were around 2 billion. Um, so yeah, I was playing against people who, at the very least, play the game. So I hope the quality of the games were better. Quite conscious about that. I want to post the best quality games, and so yeah, I hope that was good enough for you guys to watch at least. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. I'm really pushing for 1,000 subs, and I have a very special video planned at 1,000. So I'm really looking forward to posting that. And with that, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next video.